All right. So before we get into the intro, there's a little disclosures we want to make. The last time that we did a video like this, it didn't go so great. So I did sprinkle some holy water in here before we did this video because, like I said, we're taking extra precautions. The last time is something I don't want to repeat because the atmosphere that was created in this room was so heavy. We're just going to be talking about stories today, urban legends, things that we grew up with, like the true stories or, like stuff like that. Do you want to do the intro today?
No, you do it.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. We're back in business. Halloween episode once again.
Woo!
Woo! All right. Hi, everybody. My name is Betsy.
And I'm Sid.
And we are the Twisted Podcast. Real story on Annabelle, which is one that I'm going to be reading. The real story of Annabelle isn't too far off from the one we see in the movie, but the one thing to keep in mind is that the porcelain doll in the movie, image-wise, is way scarier than the actual Raggedy Ann doll that it is based off of. Although it doesn't look scary, the energy or atmosphere around Annabelle is no joke. The story is set to start with a nurse who received the Raggedy Ann doll on her 28th birthday back in 1970. She began to notice the doll moving positions, starting off with crossing its leg or even laying on its side. Eventually, the young woman and her roommate began to find little pieces of parchment paper lying around on the floor with messages written on them, like the words, "Help us," despite not having any parchment paper in the house at all. At some point, they had a male friend sleeping over. When he woke up, the doll was staring right at him as he was feeling as if he was being strangled. They also thought that maybe someone was breaking into their house, moving the doll around. But regardless, they got in touch with a medium who told them about the spirit of Annabelle, which led them to allow Annabelle to inhabit or possess the doll. Now, this is going to bring up the Warrens. We're not going to get too deep into the Warrens. It's just the story of Annabelle. Just Annabelle. So, the Warrens believe that it was not possessed, but instead being manipulated by an inhuman presence. They said Annabelle had no intention of attaching to the doll. It was looking for a human host. And a warning, if you're planning on seeing Annabelle in person, do be careful, as Annabelle is said to have caused harm to those who have disrespected her. She is kept in a custom case that is said to have been dipped in holy water, as well as having biblical words engraved into it, including having a sign with a warning to those who dare to mess with her.
I think that Annabelle is like somewhere else right now. Like she's not even.
Yeah, isn't she like on tour?
Yeah, near us actually.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like what she's doing now though. Like where is she at? What is she doing?
That's a good question.
Because I remember when they moved her to like Gettysburg or something, and they were like, "Oh, here we go," and then like, all these bad things happened.
Mm-hmm.
I heard, or at least I thought that she like was at some sort of museum or something. Like, wasn't she always at the Warrens' house in like, what are they from, Connecticut?
It was like the Warrens Museum. It was in their house though, right? Or
I thought it was in the room, because like, like the room in the Conjuring house where it's like,
I think it's
everything.
Different.
That's real.
No, I don't think it's in their house, because I know there was like a museum, like it's called the Warrens Museum.
I don't even know, but like I thought it was with them at one point, and then I thought it was at their house, and then I thought I went to Zach Bagan's museum.
Yeah,
right. Maybe
not though.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like he has. I feel like he has a little pinky and everything. So I really don't know.
But yeah, guys. Now, mind you, this was just things I found online. If you want to do more research on it, feel free to. Like,
go
no
for
one's
it.
Stopping you. Like, go for it. If you want to fact check me in the comments, I won't take it personally. Go for it.
I thought it was at the Conjuring house, I'm not gonna lie. But then the Conjuring house isn't even a thing anymore. Well, it is a thing, obviously. Mm-hmm. This is a story of Kujisaki Onna, which is a Japanese urban legend of the slit-mouth woman. So she was said to be a stunning woman who was married to a samurai, but looks can be deceiving, as she cheated on her husband, and when he found out about the affair eventually, he was so angry that he split the corners of her mouth from ear to ear. And once he finished, he proceeded to ask her, "Who will think you're pretty now?" And it is said in 2007, a coroner found records of similar cases during the time of day when the story takes place. Rumor sightings of a woman with similar features was spotted at the time and place of those deaths. The phenomenon is explained as a woman with the surgical mask who usually approaches people at night, usually children, and asks, "Am I pretty?" If their answer is yes, then she takes off her mask and asks again, "Am I pretty?" To which, if you answer no, she would slash your face just the way that she has. If you say yes again, then she would follow them home and then she would brutally end them. Don't know how. But even if you say no the first time, your demise is pretty much already set, which many people believe is the only way to get away, is to confuse her. So, like, if you're ever like, so, you're okay, or if you say some weird thing like, I gotta go, you probably left confusing. You know, like, she could, like...
Do you want to redo that sentence? You'd probably left.
You went...
When you...
So, you would probably hope you can confuse her long enough for you to get away. So your main goal is probably just to do anything you can to, like...
Bust a move.
Yeah, bust a move or something. What would you do?
I'd probably stand there and swallow and be like, I can't see.
I can't see.
Bestie, I can't see.
No, like, I actually would take off my glasses and I'll be like, I'm sorry, I can't see.
I fear I'd like toss my glass on the floor, stop on them, and be like, I can't see you.
No, honestly, like, I feel like you really need to say something crazy, like, to really, like, I mean, she's probably heard the excuse, like, oh, I have somewhere to be, you know, you're like, okay. What if you're like, I got, oh,
Be like, pardon?
yeah, no, I probably wouldn't say I have to go to the bathroom.
Wait, but like, does she say it in Japanese? Because if so, then I'll just be like, no hablo japonés.
Imagine, like, you're just walking.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
And someone's like,
Excuse me. I'm pretty. Do you think I'm pretty?
I'm like
the only bad part about that is that I fear the people pleaser in me is gonna be like, yeah, without even like realizing.
I know you would probably do that. And
I
like,
feel bad. Like, if I say no, I'm like, dang, I probably hurt her feelings. She's gonna follow me home and...
What if someone... imagine, like, okay, like, imagine, like, someone is just, like, they just want to be, like, people please, like you said. Like, they're like, oh, yeah, like, you're pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And then she takes off the mask. And then she's like, am I still pretty? And they're like, nah, you're chopped.
She's like, chopped? And you
like,
just run.
Like, she can't know, like, she will, like, she's probably, like, doesn't really know the new lingo. So, you know, you can be like...
Nah, fam.
You just gotta say something really crazy, you know?
Like, imagine she...
No mom's way.
No mom's way. My name is John Quinones.
Yeah.
This is what
Oh, no, John, she's taking your job. You better be ready.
Those at home watching this video, how would you answer? What would your
John
response
Quinones,
be?
what would you do?
John, if you're watching this, what would you
And
do?
Betsy is applying for your job.
The next story is the story of Cantinflas. Now, this is a story, I think it's very, like, popular or, like, very well known amongst the Hispanic community, and if not the Hispanic community, then the Mexican community. This story genuinely just fascinates me and intrigues me just because of the fact that she can vouch for me. I love mermaids. I love sirens. I love mermaids. Like, I just think they're so cool. This story is about a Mexican comedian named Mario Moreno who had an alleged obsession with mermaids. And one of his obsessions was wanting to marry a mermaid. Allegedly. So,
We don't want to get sued.
No, literally. It is said that while Cantinflas was at a Mexico City bar, he made a man named Carlos. Once again, allegedly. Who promised to make his dream of marrying a mermaid a reality if Cantinflas had followed his instructions very carefully.
Allegedly.
Cantinflas was told to build a mansion by the sea in Acapulco. Like, why can't I say that? Which, if you don't know, Acapulco is associated with mermaid legends through Mexican folklore. Allegedly. The plans included a seafed pool for mermaids to access, as well as having a statue of himself made and placed facing the ocean to draw them in. The plan also involved underwater caves within his mansion specifically for the mermaids to, like, you know, like, roam around his house, they say. Now, the rumors included Cantinflas having parties with mermaids present while suggesting they were held in underwater cages.
Allegedly.
Now, his family has said this was untrue, but it's up to you. Do you believe Cantinflas built his house in Acapulco to pursue his dream of marrying a mermaid? Allegedly.
When Betsy showed me the actual picture of his house, I know that abandoned buildings obviously have some wear and tear to them. They've been so like they succumb to the nature around them. It happens, you know what I mean? But even looking at the picture of the house, I can't imagine it looking welcoming for humans. I don't allegedly. Because I literally, if you look at the picture, I just don't. Why is it connecting to the ocean?
Yeah.
I think the setup of the house is just genuinely so weird.
Yeah.
Like, it's so weird. The way that the pool is set up, it's such a weird. You know, like pools are usually rectangular, and it is rectangular from what I remember. But it's huge opening out into the ocean. Like, that is horrifying, in my opinion. I love the ocean so much. I like all the animals in it, but something about just like going out into my backyard. I honestly might even like going out into my backyard and just hopping into the ocean more than I would like just going into my backyard and hopping in a pool that connects to the ocean.
For those who already know the story, have you tried the game?
Yeah, have you? I mean, I'll tell you if I have in a minute. Okay, so it's said that in the 1800s, there was a girl named Mary, and she had an illness. No.
She had an illness. Like, she did get an illness, but like, not yet.
Mary's like, oh,
yeah.
So, okay.
Can you like sit up?
Bahate.
No, do not bahate.
Okay, so the legend of Bloody Mary goes that in the 1800s there was a girl named Mary, and around that time an illness had hit the place in which she lived, which caused her to get sick and become bedridden. Around that time, people were really afraid of being buried alive, which caused the people that did pass away to be buried in a coffin with a string and a bell, just in case they were accidentally put in the ground and they were still alive. Eventually, Mary died and was laid in a coffin while not being buried under just yet. So they didn't put the dirt over her. Mm-mm. A week passed of her parents not leaving their house in hopes Mary would awaken and pull the string and sound the bell. Friends of her parents claimed if she had yet to wake up, she never would. One day, Mary's parents left the house with their friends, and while they were out, a neighbor went and began to fill her grave with a string and bell, just in case she somehow awakened. Not soon after, Mary awoke and started to pull on the string to the bell, but that would unfortunately not be heard by her parents or the neighbor who had just buried her. Don't know why he decided to walk over there, put her under, but she had pulled the string so much until the bell had fallen, as well as the stick which was connected to it. So she then resorted to clawing and scratching at her wooden prison until her fingers bled from the consistent scratching she had scratched.
Sorry, I should have put a period in. That's my fault.
So she scratched the consistent scratching until she stopped scratching.
Stop! Oh my God.
me trying to meet my word count in my essay.
So when she scratched, she didn't stop scratching, and it resorted to her scratching and clawing.
And she kept scratching. So basically, she kept scratching until she did that. She scratched until her final breath. When her parents finally got home, her dad saw the bell on the ground, and he called his wife to help him dig up Mary. And she was finally unburied, and they found her in a horrific state, and her dress and hands were covered in blood. So when they finally unburied her, they put a mirror underneath her nose to see if she was breathing, that the condensation would show up on the glass of the mirror. Her spirit is said to have attached to the mirror, which the game follows. Dare to try it. They say if you run the faucet, turn the lights off, light a candle, all while chanting Bloody Mary 3 times while looking directly into the mirror. Oh my God. You better hope you don't. Why were you being mischievous when you wrote this? I was like, have a seat, and I quote, you better hope you don't meet the demise of Mary. They say you can either get trapped in the mirror or she will claw your eyes out. Oh, wait, you're
I wasn't playing.
Bloody Mary, care to finish it? So like honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I always like was so scared of Bloody Mary. I don't know why. I was like, I will not do that. Like, and I feel like I tried to do it one time and I actually saw something in the mirror, but I was also probably like 12, so that could be taken with a grain of salt. Anyways,
But yeah,
I was like 12 when that happened, and I'm pretty sure I saw something. It was like in my old friend's bathroom. Just so scary. I don't know. Like, maybe it's because it's this urban legend and this folklore that your brain's like, you're gonna see something, but you don't actually see it, or maybe you do.
no, yeah, I was really scared of Bloody Mary. What? Is for some reason, even though like Bloody Mary and the Candyman and like all those like other games, like the "Hi, my name is Carmen Winston," that used to scare me so bad.
No, I honestly, I don't know if it's still a thing, because like I don't obviously like go search up creepypastas anymore. But do you remember when there was an app? Is there still an app?
Oh, wait,
Or was that just a weird kid thing?
no. Oh my god, wait, what was it called? Wait, Hooked. There was one called Hooked.
Oh my gosh, the little like, oh my god, it was like a story.
Yeah,
And
and like chats, but it wasn't you. It was just like the only option.
It was a story told between two people texting, and I didn't really like Jeff either. He scared
Oh
me.
no,
Oh,
that one I don't.
I
mess
just got
with.
chills. I think my inner child just like my stomach dropped. I don't know why.
Stop. No, I hated that one. That one was so
Scary. One that didn't really scare me is the one about the Sword Art. No, what?
Sword Art Online.
I was about to say Sword Art Online. What? Oh my god! What am I thinking about?
I don't know.
The little guy. He looked like Peter Pan. He looks like Peter Pan.
Little guy.
Oh my gosh!
For a second, I thought you were talking about Bendy. Is that his name?
I think his name is Ben. though.
There's like one called Bendy. Oh my god! Literally, do not say the J name ever again. That literally gives me the
Heebie-jeebies. Heebie-jeebies.
They were talking about this one.
No, not Bendy. In the ink machine. Ben drowned.
Who?
This guy, bro.
I just built someone.
This guy. He looks like Peter Pan.
Who is that?
I don't know which one it was, but I read it one time when I was like 10, and I was like, this is horrifying. It's Ben Drown is an alternate reality game and web series created by Alex Hall that began in 2010 and concluded in 2020. Ben Drowned, the origin is unclear, and the theories range from Ben drowning himself to original owner's father drowning him. The stories involve Ben being persuaded in the cult of moon children by his friend Matt. I don't even remember what it was. I'm not gonna lie, it just scared me.
One thing I remember so vividly when I was a kid is I read a scary story on like Twitter, but it wasn't Twitter. And I couldn't find it like anymore. Like it was like gone. And it was like a scary story on Twitter, I think. And it was like about a box, maybe. People like stuck in a game. Something. I don't remember fully. But I remember it was like a similar app to Twitter. Or it might have been Twitter. But it was like you can only find this story through a specific link. Only that link. And it was like there was like regular updates. Like I don't know if anyone knows what I'm talking about. Like honestly, it might have been a BTS story.
Are you thinking? I was gonna say, are you thinking about the one video game? Why can't I think of that?
For a second, I thought you were talking about that one game, that one movie where it's like they do challenges and get money.
Oh,
I thought
Nerve?
that yeah, it was on. You could only find it through a link, and it was like on the search app. And I don't remember how I got the link, but I have not been able to found. I have not been able to find anything about that. So if anyone knows what I'm talking about or like something similar, please let me know.
Humans Collect 2. That one scared me because my dog, R.I.P. Bosco, he was still around when I read that for the first time, and I was like looking the whole time I was side-eyeing him. I was like, we gonna be okay, we're gonna be okay. Smiley Dog scared me so badly. Oh, it's the dog one scared me. All the dog ones scared me so badly.
Is the one about the black-eyed children. Now this one is also very popular, very well known amongst like the creepypasta community, and there are many stories that keep circulating with all having very familiar and very similar sightings of children with their eyes completely blacked out. Said that they appear outside of people's homes and vehicles. You're not safe if you're in a car. Knocking on their window or door and insisting to be let inside.
No.
Most who have encountered them have said they felt an immediate sense of overwhelming dread. Some believe they are children of the devil himself, and if you let them in, you're allowing the devil to enter your life. One story says that on a snowy night, an elderly couple heard 3 loud knocks on their door.
Why are you going for the old people?
When they opened the door, in front of them stood 2 children, 1 boy, 1 girl. The children didn't make eye contact. Instead, they said, "Our parents will be here soon. May we come in?" The elderly couple were hesitant at first, like immediately thinking, no. The immediate, like, overwhelming sense of dread.
Granny has brains.
But they still let them enter.
And they're dumb.
The kids sat on their couch with the husband asking them questions. His wife went to go make hot cocoa for them. A little later, the kids asked to use the restroom, and they finally looked at the wife, like eye contact. That was when she noticed their eyes. But regardless, she directed them to the bathroom anyway. And once she returned to her husband, she asked if he had seen their eyes. Her husband only showed her his bloody hand from his nosebleed. That's when the lights went out. The wife went to the restroom to confront was confronted by the kids. Sorry. The only thing those kids had said did not look at her once again. They said, "Our parents are here."
What little freaks? Get out of here. Oh my God, it makes me cry.
And then they left. A little after, the power came back. But throughout the week, strange things began to happen. They had 4 cats. 3 of the 4 cats had gone missing. And they found their 4th cat unalived.
What did they do? That's another one of those stories where it just gets me really unsettled and my stomach starts to hurt and I feel like tears coming into my eyes because it's so terrifying in retrospect when you really think about it. I mean, just think about it. Like, you're home, you're doing nothing, probably, like you're on your phone, and you just like hear someone knock at your door. First of all, night or day, terrifying. I don't want to talk to anyone. No. Then you go and it's some children and they won't even look at you. Red flag number 1. Wee woo, wee woo. And then you let them into your house because they're like, oh, my mom's going to be here. Tell your mom to tell you to go and you'll wait outside. I'll watch you from the window. Make sure nothing will happen. You can sit on the porch. You're not coming into my house. She's not coming to my house.
Keep going.
So basically, the black-eyed children, when I first found out about them, I don't even know, it was through someone's like YouTube video. I don't know who it was, but their video had scared me so badly that I went outside and checked around my whole house. Like, I was literally like 10 and I unlocked the front door, walked down, and I was like, where are you going? I'm like, I'll be right back. I need to do something. He's like, what are you doing? And then I went around and then like I literally wouldn't answer the door. And every single time my dad answered the door, I would peek around the corner of I'm so serious. I would peek around the corner of the steps and watch my dad, and I would have a book in my hand. Because if those kids were going to try something with my poor dad, who doesn't just know anything, I was going to hit them with a book. So I used to stand there and I used to watch because I make sure they're not, can I come in? No. Boom. Hunger Games to the head.
For me, the story that scared me the most as a kid actually was the one about the clown in the corner of the room.
Oh my God, the Teletubbies. I'm sorry, that just came to my mind. The evil Teletubbies.
Oh my God, I remember there was like an era where like they were like making like scary versions of certain TV shows like Peppa Pig, Max and Ruby, like what was it called, like hidden episodes or like erased episodes, and it's like obviously it wasn't true, but I was like really scared of those too.
You know what I think about often, but like I'm pretty sure it was a real thing that happened. I'm not too sure though. Allegedly, I don't know. You guys can correct me in the comments. The one thing where someone like hacked Nickelodeon in the 90s, I think it was like during a SpongeBob episode, and
I feel like I've heard of that.
And it was like this creepy, like it was so weird what they just randomly show. It was still SpongeBob on the screen, I believe, something like that. It was so off-putting and like weird, and it just happened in the middle of Nickelodeon. No one ever found out like what it was or why they did it or who even did it. One movie that really got me when I was little is the Amityville Horror, specifically the one with Ryan Gosling in it. I used to never want to be awake at 3:15 in the morning. I thought if I was awake at 3:15 in the morning, or I woke up at 3:15 in the morning, I was actually going to pass away. I was terrified, probably because I watched it at an age I should not have been watching it. But I was so terrified of that movie. And
honestly, I didn't really watch Chucky movies, and when I say that, I only mean that it's because my dad used to watch the Chucky movies when I was a kid, and I vividly remember me being like, not like a baby, but like very young, sitting on like the bed and like on the VHS tape type thing or whatever, the DVD, whatever it was, playing Chucky, and I was so afraid, and that's like memories engraved in my brain of me being a baby and laying on that bed and being like, oh my god, like Chucky. Now, not so much. I kind of enjoy the movies. They're not that bad. But as a kid, it was scary. It was not for me. I hated dolls. Even now, I still hate dolls, but like only the ones where like the eyes close and open. Like I can't deal with that.
One of the movies that also scared me is The Strangers. My sister and me would watch a lot of scary movies together. One of the first ones we ever watched together was The Strangers, the original one with the couple. That specific movie scared me so badly, and when the second one came out a few years ago, I think Maya Mitchell wasn't it? Somewhat the one of the the one. I don't think it was the one from the Fosters. Anyways, it was the one girl. I don't think it was Maya Mitchell.
Are you talking about the one who plays Mariana? Maybe not.
I don't know.
I was like, I know there's
Bailey. No, not Bailey Madison. It was Bailey Madison. Bailey Madison. Yeah, Bailey Madison was in it. Really, really. I usually don't like sequels, as anyone else probably does, but that one was pretty good. They're terrifying to me. It just the thought of it. It could actually. It's so possible. Mm-hmm. It's so possible. It just happen.
Yeah.
And like in that situation, what do you even do? Like I know when you're watching a movie, like a horror movie, you look at the screen, you're like, oh my god, run this way or do this, or like you are so stupid. Like why are you doing that? You should be doing this. But genuinely, when you really think about it, your mind is scattered. Like you're literally being chased. You're being hunted by people you don't know. Like what do you even do? Yeah. I mean, I guess it comes to fight or flight survival instincts, but
now that you say that reminds me of something. Onto the fact that like when we're like, and when I say we're, I'm talking about human beings as a whole. When we watch scary movies, we're like, oh, I wouldn't have done that. I would have done this differently. But it is so different when you are in the position of like the character, like the characters in the movie. Mm-hmm. For example, like when I hear something scary or like a door twisting in my house, for some reason, when it's in a movie and they run to the room, I'm like, you are so dumb. But when I'm home and I hear something scary, my first immediate thought is to run to my bedroom and hide under the covers because I'm scared. I'm terrified. And like, oh, my dogs are going to protect me. No, they're not. I love them. I love my dogs, don't get me wrong, but they're not going to protect me. And if I was in the movie, I know people would be like, I would have done that differently. No, you wouldn't have. Your first thought when you hear something in your house is not to run outside. Ow. But your first thought when you hear something in your house isn't to run outside and like leave. Like, am I wrong? Like people's first thoughts like, I'm gonna go to my room, like I'm scared. Where's my dad? Well, guess what? In the movie, they usually come for your family. So, or like in the Insidious movies, when you're like, oh, if that had happened in my house, I would be gone. Do you know how many scary things have happened in this house, in my own house, and like throughout our lives, and we're not like leaving?
It's also just like not that like possible. I mean, for a lot of people, you buy a house, it ends up being haunted. Okay, some people just can't up and move.
Do you? We're still in the same podcast room after whatever happened last time. Mm-hmm. But when I watch a movie, I am gonna be like, oh, I would have been gone out of that house. Mm-hmm. No, I'm not. I'm right here. We're right here.
Yeah.
Like it's just not. It's just crazy to me that we think that way, just for it to be like the complete opposite.
I agree.
We have like maybe 3 minutes left before this camera maybe dies.
Yeah, we should probably wrap it up.
So, without further ado, wrap things up. What? Wrap some stuff.
So we're gonna wrap this up.
Yup, guys. Oh, all right. Quicker. Sorry,
okay.
we got another warning.
Okay.
All right, everybody, thank you guys so much for watching. This might be a short video, but it is a good one. So please be sure to like, subscribe, and comment below for any other ideas you guys might want. Without further ado, guys, my name is Betsy.
And I'm Sid.
And we were the Twisted Podcast. Bye, everybody.
Bye.